So, good morning, guys, and welcome to what will be my first podcast. Like, this would be the first of all. Yeah, to everyone that has been watching me, that has gotten me up to 400 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you very much. And this is another new phase that I think we're supposed to start next year, but see, I just can't wait anymore for whatever this year has in store for us, and this will be a very, very great time for God to just prove Himself in our lives. Like, right? So it's just me talking about the things that really matter and the things that I have noticed on the internet. So, as you have seen the thumbnail, Christian Content Creator Community. Oh, at last I got it right. Okay, Christian Content Creator Community. And one of the things that I discovered about the Christian Content Creator Community, I will not mention that word again, so that I will not bore you guys out with the CCCC. Yeah. One of the things that I noticed about the Christian Content Creator Community, I did that again, right, is that firstly, we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot of Christian content creators that calm down. I did not put the community that produce content with their faces on it. Respect to Mama, our dame, dame. What's her name again? Ezine Zara for really coming out and making this podcasting like a dream come true for me myself. Like, I reached out to her on Instagram, but I think she has a lot of DMs that even the very, very important ones can be debunked just for the fact of other people that really reaches out to her for rubbish sugar. So I think one of the things that I've noticed is that we don't have a lot of Christian content creators that put their faces out there, and I believe that you all have something to say. Like, there are lots of people that have something to say about a whole lot of topics that God has really placed in your heart to talk about, and you are called to talk about. But I think, is it the scare or the fact that, like, a whole lot of factors are in the, how do I put it now, a whole lot of factors are really showing forth for this for the content creation. Maybe you don't have enough equipment, you don't want to start cringy, you want to get it perfect, you don't have a great camera, you don't have friends to start with, you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't even have topics to talk about, but you just love the internet and you just want to make money, like, right? But like, a whole lot of factors come into play when you want to put your face out there, because like me doing this now is, like I always say, is a whole lot for me. But what I later discovered is that you cannot really get somewhere if you don't start, and you will never start until you start, and until you start, you will never start. I hope that makes sense to every single person watching right now, because I've discovered that most people do not put their faces out there. They just put faces or content of popular gospel preachers, gospel singers out there, and this content just keep multiplying out there. Like, it is not like it is not good, you get, it is very, very good that we do something of such, but when it becomes like a habit, like every single person doing it, I think I have done that also, but I don't want my channel to be based off that, and it would take a while growing the community, but the community of people that listen and trust the grace of God upon your life, and the visibility that you would get over time. But I think I am ready to take that risk of sitting down and just looking at how people have started. Sure, you get, like, how people go, like, because this would be our major stuff next year. Looking how people started, looking how they have gone over time, looking how they have grown over time. News sort of, research sort of, and quite a number of things that we would not see as Nigerians as something that you should really look out for, but I think that they should be looked out for. So the Christian content creator community is such that people don't put their faces out there. The owners of the channels or the YouTube channels, most YouTube channels that I have seen that are mostly gospel content creation or Christian content creation community, they do not put their faces out there. I think one of the channels that I watch, I just started seeing the man of late or of recent, where he will just talk at the end of the video or at the beginning of the video that, okay, God bless you as you watch and everything. But prior to this time, his face was not even there. And I even noticed like some other people that that started their community with their faces and stuff that they had to talk about later cringed, or they later left the camera for popular people. I think I know of one. I'm not going to mention the channel because I really respect her. I've reached out to her. She did not reach back out to me, and so on. But I discovered that she left the face of the camera to upload some ministries work, which is doing well for her channel. I think she has over 7,000 subscribers right now. But the thing is, it's not like the subscribers are not really necessary, but are you really doing what God sent you to do? Are you? Because the Lord has told me to start a YouTube channel, or the Lord has told me about a YouTube channel since I think 2020 or 2019, so to say. I was on my teaching practice experience that time when the Lord asked me that, okay, this is the channel that you open, and I tried as much as possible to open it. Is it during the lockdown? But shout out to Banji if you are watching this anytime, who volunteered his time and is all to helping me film the videos and edit. But like there was no way I could have even pulled it off that time, because there were a whole lot of factors that were in the way. But this is what I see. Yeah, like when your heart is something and you value the things that you are doing, you will surely get a way to do it. Like the fact that you know that this is an instruction from God and this is exactly what God told you to do, it will be very easy for you. And this is it. When God gives you an instruction, he would not give you another if you have not taken to a book what he gave you for the first and the second time, or the first time. God bases or stands his ground on the last instruction being given. Until that instruction is being taken, another is not going to be given. The Lord told me to open a YouTube channel, but never told me exactly what to talk about. I think the clarity of what I'm supposed to talk about is just coming out now, and it's quite amazing, because I've even opened the channel and I had to notify the Lord that, okay, Father, Lord, Jesus, God, I have opened the YouTube channel and stuff like that. And like, what am I supposed to talk about now? Like, yes, okay, I've heard that you're sending me here, but what exactly am I supposed to talk about? Like, this is something that we youths, we have to figure out very, very early. And I think we'll be talking about quite a number of things next year, and I'll be inviting quite a number of people on the podcast. And since this is a small podcast right now, small podcast for the time being, do you get it? We may not be having so much guests. I may be here because I'm the kind of person that I don't know how to draw people or make people believe in what I do or what the Lord has called me to do. And I think it's a temperament kind of thing. It's not like pride or something like that. But I believe so much that the Lord would bring people when it is time. But you have to start the vision yourself. You have to believe in the vision yourself. You have to really get there yourself. And I think the second thing that I have noticed, or I think that is one of the problems, is that we tend to like want to start with the sophisticated gadgets that we have seen people start with whenever we search YouTube videos. I think I'll do YouTube videos for the Christian content creator community, like how to start small, how to start whenever, however, wherever, and with whatever you have I started from the bush. Yeah, I started from the bush. I never even had a room to myself. Right now, my walls are just painted white. As you can see, like the background is just white. Like there's nothing working here right now. Like there's no backdrop. There's nothing. I'm just shooting the video, and this is a response to the impulse of the spirit when God told you to do something. He would not like, and this took literally a year to do, like to place this small setup that you are seeing. Like this laptop is even a gift from God. Do you get it? This mic isn't mine to begin with yet. Anyways, I've not gotten my own mic. I've not gotten my own like there are lots of things I have not gotten, but the fact that I can start from where I am, the Lord will see that okay, this is where you are right now, and don't try to start something where you have not really finalized, or don't try to start something big. Start something small. Oh God. I think you need to catch it there. Don't try to start something big. Try to start something small, because starting big is not the point. It's starting. That is the point. Starting big is not the point. Starting correct is not the point. Starting quick or starting fast is not the point. Just start. Just leave the other adjectives out of this and just start. Like, I watched Think Media. Shout out to the crew, Think Media crew. Yeah, I'm trying to remember all their names right now, but I'm not really getting all their foreign names correct in my head. So I should not go and pull a name out of my head that would scatter everything. So shout out to the Think Media crew. But when you watch Think Media crew or their setup and whatever, no matter how minimal they say their budget is, I live in Lagos, Nigeria, and no matter how minimal they say their budget is, man, those things are so freaking expensive. Like, for a guy starting up YouTube and trying to chase his dream, I can't get the $120 worth of softbox. Can I get an amen in the comment section? Like, I can't start that. Like, $120 would be how much now? Almost 100 and something thousand naira in the Nigerian currency. $1 in the Nigerian currency right now, as currently that I heard, is 700 and something naira. So imagine $100 and something worth of softbox alone, not even other factors, before I get the little iPhone, as they call it, because the iPhone I'm using now is over 200,000 naira. Apart from the fact that I got the screen broken and I had to repair it for another 70,000. Yeah. Now, for someone that does not have a job or is just looking at YouTube as somewhere that he can make something out of, he can make a name, make content, make money, make this, make that, you would not want to do something like that. Yeah, you would even be frustrated by looking for the money. So I think the second thing is that we all want to start with sophisticated gadgets, and we don't want to look back and cringe on our videos. But see, I've gone past that stage of not understanding how the past works. I understand how the past works, and I know that no matter how sophisticated you start, now this is a word to somebody, catch it. No matter how sophisticated you start, in the coming years you will still cringe. Your level of cringe might be different, but you would cringe. I watch Pastor Tim Ross. Shout out to Pastor Tim Ross. I'll meet you one day. Yes, Pastor Tim Ross. I watch Michael Todd. Like, that guy is that pastor. Sorry, that pastor is someone I really would really love to meet. Yeah, so I watch Pastor Tim Ross, and the way he does this podcast, no matter how sophisticated the items that he's using now is, in the coming years we'll be like, wow, we were in the basement. Yeah, like we were in the basement. And no matter how that is, you would still feel like, okay, those equipments we were using that time were on a budget. Now, this is another word for another person right out there. No matter how much or little your budget is, and no matter how great equipment you want to get, you are on a budget. No one no one does anything without a budget. You get that? No one just goes into the market and feel like I have much money to spend. Like, everyone works on a budget. So don't be ashamed of the fact that you want to work on a 100,000 naira budget to start your podcast setup, or a 50,000 naira budget to start your podcast setup. Like, that is like just like it. I've been consuming a lot of content concerning podcasts and everything of recent, and I think I would start creating content in that direction, like how to just start small, start minimal, just click. All you gotta do is just press record. You get that is Think Media's, like, you just have to press record. Like, you just have to see that, okay, no matter how it is, I'm going to start somewhere and I'm going to just get it done. Like, get it done. That's the point. Like, that's the main point. That's the real point. The point is not getting it right. The point is not saying the right things. As much as it is very good to get your facts right, the point is not saying the right thing all of a sudden, but the point is just making sure that you are there. Do you get? You are there. And I want to believe that we will start seeing the faces of the beautiful words that we hear and the faces of the channels that we see. I've discovered that quite a number of YouTubers and content creators have subscribed to my channel, so I'm doing this for you guys. Like, put something out there, let your face be out there. You may get 50,000 views for other content creator or content creation videos that you have done about other people, or where you uploaded other people's content, and you get 5 views for yours. But this is the point, like, 5 people viewed your stuff that you did not bully. When I started, I bullied some people to do that. Yeah, I bullied some people to subscribe to my channel. But right now, I'm at 400 subscribers. That is insane, man. That is so insane. So, like, put your face out there. Put content out there. Someday, somehow, you would narrow down to a niche that would get you recognition. And all it takes you. I watch Kelechi Mbemina, and what she would always say is that all it takes you to blow is just one video. Like, just one video. Once people see one video, that is enough to convince them that this person is someone listening about or listening to. And the more you do this thing, the more clearer you are about the vision, the more clearer you are about the assignments, the more clearer you are about the needs of the people, the more clearer you are about how to meet the needs of the people. And these things will even make you a better communicator, like in the future or in the nearest time, where you'll be addressing more people. Never think that everything will just square up one day and then you are all there. You are in front of a million people, talking to a million people. You start by talking to nobody. Did you get that? You start by talking to nobody. You start by talking to yourself. And you start talking to yourself when you feel like you are nobody to talk to any other person. But when you get yourself, when you convince yourself, there's no one you can't convince. Yes, no one you can't convince. So this is a message to all Christian content creators out there that, okay, there's so much shady stuff out there. There's so much polluted stuff out there. There's so much satanic stuff out there. There's so much demoralizing stuff out there. There's so much hate, filth, and pornographic stuff out there. So the only way we can tackle this is bringing ourselves to the knowledge of the Word of God through people like us that are starting from. See, some people would enjoy. I love talking. Some people would enjoy seeing how you grew. Like, okay, this guy was with white background before. Now he has a picture on the white background, standing there or standing here, and all of a sudden people will be like, wow, I like the growth, I like the fact that this guy is growing. And again, I noticed also that Christian content creators do not want to upgrade their setup or the way they started. Like, and it has been giving me concern, because you would see somebody start with a white background and the person is now having 50,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers, and you are doing a talking head video, like just like I'm doing now, and you are not even like improving on your setup. Like, to me, I've not gotten there yet, but to me, I don't think that I would encourage such. Like, once you are getting paid for whatever you do, you try to improve yourself, you try to improve on yourself, you try to do whatever it is that you need to do to get your content out there. So this is like just an encouragement video to every single person watching me out there, that okay, start. I know you are watching me right now, BC, any Nigerian, any from whatever part of the world that you're watching me. Just start, take your camera, start. I watch Ali Abdaal, and he's a great inspiration. Now, when I watch people, I don't watch them from the early stage. From when I discovered them. That's a word for somebody. Come on, catch it. I don't watch them from the early stage where I discovered them. I watch them from way back. Like, I go back to their cringy videos, which some of them must have been taken down, but definitely some people would leave those videos for reference purposes. So like I would go back to those times and see that how exactly did this guy start. Oh my god, look how he sounds, and look at how he sounds now. Like, the difference and the improvement in their setup and their approach, the clarity of their message, the authority in talking about a message, the experience that they've gathered over time, their camera setup, and a whole lot of things are very, 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 very good. So that this video would not be so long, I would see you guys in another video talking about something else. This is Christian Content Creators Community, and I personally volunteer. J Brown, okay, let me use my name. I told you Joseph Oluwa Ibokonluwa will do content or create content that are very, very peculiar to the Christian Content Creators Community, and help you guys come to a certain mindset and come to a certain place where you would continue creating content. I love you guys, and I'll see you again. Peace out. I love you.